Be an amateur. That's all any of us are, amateurs. We don't live long enough to be anything else. We are all terrified of being revealed as amateurs, but in fact, today it is the amateur, the enthusiast, who pursues her work in the spirit of love, regardless of the potential for fame, money, or career, who often has the advantage over the professional. Because they have little to lose, amateurs are willing to try anything and share their results. They take chances, experiment, and follow their whims. Sometimes, in the process of doing things in an unprofessional way, they make new discoveries. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, said Zen monk Shunryu Suzuki. In the expert's mind, there are few. Amateurs are not afraid to make mistakes or look ridiculous in public. They are in love, so they don't hesitate to do work what others think of as silly or just plain stupid. The stupidest possible creative act is still a creative act, writes Clay Shirky in his book Cognitive Surplus. On the spectrum of creative work, the difference between mediocre and good is vast. The mediocrity is, however, still on the spectrum. You can move from mediocre to good in increments. The real gap is between doing nothing and doing something. Amateurs know that contributing something is better than contributing nothing. Amateurs might lack formal training, but they are all lifelong learners. They make a point of learning in the open so that others can learn from their failures and successes. Writer David Foster Wallace said that he thought good nonfiction was a chance to watch somebody reasonably bright but also reasonably average pay far closer attention and think at far more length about all sorts of different stuff than most of us have a chance to in our daily lives. Matures fit the same bill. They are just regular people who get obsessed by something and spend a ton of time thinking out loud about it. Sometimes amateurs have more to teach us than experts. It often happens that two schoolboys can solve difficulties in their work for one another better than the master can, wrote author C.S. Lewis. The fellow pupil can help more than the master because he knows less. The difficulty we want him to explain is one he has recently met. The expert met it so long ago he has forgotten. Watching amateurs at work can also inspire us to attempt the work ourselves. I saw the Sex Pistols, said New Order frontman Bernard Sumner. They were terrible. I wanted to get up and be terrible with them. A raw enthusiasm is contagious. The world is changing at such a rapid rate that it's turning us all into amateurs. Even for professionals, the best way to flourish is to retain an amateur's spirit and embrace uncertainty and unknown. When Radiohead frontman Tom Yorke was asked what he thought his greatest strength was, he answered that I don't know what I'm doing. Like one of his heroes, Tom Waits, whenever York feels like his songwriting is getting too comfortable or stale, he'll pick up instrument he doesn't know how to play and try to write it. This is yet another trait of amateurs. They'll use whatever tools they can get their hands on to try to get their ideas into the world. I'm an artist, man, said John Lennon. Give me a tuba, I'll get you something out of it. The best way to get started on the path to sharing your work is to think about what you want to learn and make a commitment to learning it in front of others. Find a cynius, pay attention to what others are sharing, and then start taking note of what they are not sharing. Be on the lookout for voids that you can fill with your own efforts, no matter how bad they are at first. Don't worry for now about how you will make money or career out of it. Forget about being an expert or a professional and wear your amateurism, your heart, your love on your sleeve. Share what you love and the people who love the same things will find you.